Bodies on the ground.
Chaos on the whole road.
Sound of gunfire, explosions.
The destruction, the remains, the silence, the smoke and the smell of what had just happened.
It was the closest that I felt to death ever.
On October 7th, I witnessed families being torn apart, my country up in flames, and I fought to rescue as many civilians as I could.
On October 7th, I worked tirelessly to save civilians from Hamas terrorists.
I was an observer serving on the border with Gaza.
I left my family to go protect communities on the border of Gaza.
I was up with my one-year-old daughter when I started hearing all the sirens at around 6:30 a.m.
And we started seeing the massive number of rockets being fired at us.
My mom waking me up and telling me that Israel is in war.
Outside, the air was filled with non-stop gunfire, rockets and RPGs.
My commander called me and he told me to get to base as soon as possible.
When I left my home, I told my wife that I'll probably be home or today or tomorrow. When I got down south and saw the images, I realized that won't be the case.
When I got to base, we had to get our gear ready as soon as possible. Within a couple of minutes, we were on a bus heading towards Kibbutz Nachalos.
We drive from our base down south to Sderot, and that's when the first shock hits me.
We drove through massacre, tanks up in flame, bodies on the ground.
Burnt vehicles, burnt fields, chaos on the whole road.
Sound of gunfire, explosions, and just the smell of everything going up in flames.
It was the closest that I felt to death ever.
For 12 hours, I held the shelter door closed to protect the soldiers that were with me.
I remember our commander bringing us in, telling us, I love you guys, and just to remember that whatever happens, that we're doing it for our country. Above us, a helicopter hovered low. On the ground, our mission was clear, to go house to house and rescue as many civilians as we could.
One of the images that we kept on seeing is how closely parents were holding their kids and keeping them close. You could see this family is traumatized. Everyone's holding their loved ones.
When the special forces finally rescued us and took us to the main operations room, we saw the aftermath of what had happened. The destruction, the remains, the silence, the smoke and the smell of what had just happened.
These are homes where children have grown up, families have built their lives, and now they were completely destroyed. We did everything we could, rescuing, reassuring, and making sure civilians knew that they were safe again.
When I got there, I was able to give the civilians a little bit of comfort and security.
And we had to help them get out, and seeing their relief that finally they've been there for 12, 13, 14 hours, and seeing their relief when we come and rescue them, that's an image that also sticks with you.